Morning. So here we are. So we've just packed down our camp, and I must say this was a pretty good spot. I think we were buzzed quite a lot with a lot of people coming by before dark, so it was a bit sketchy. But I had a really peaceful night's sleep. It was pretty good. A few early dog walkers this morning, so we packed up early. So I think it's just gone 6 o'clock now. How are you, Charlotte, today?
Oh yeah, I'm doing alright. Didn't sleep particularly well. I think I need to sort of play around with my sleeping setup a little bit, but otherwise alright, yeah.
Alright, we're going to go for a bit of a walk now, and we'll probably stop for a bit of breakfast in a while. So, yeah, see you in a bit. Hi, welcome to The On The Way. I'm V, this is Charlotte, and this channel is dedicated to sharing our experience of adventures around the UK. Thanks for tuning in as we walk, discover beautiful and interesting places, and try to improve our skills in wild camping, hiking, and alternative living. If you are enjoying these videos and they're giving you a sense of adventure and freedom, do think about hitting the subscribe button to encourage us to make some more. Now on with the video.
So it's day 2 and we camped near Chantry Post in this area, and roughly we're aiming to get somewhere near Pyecombe for the second night's sleep. So we're heading off this way. Looking forward to getting to Chanctonbury Ring, which is a couple of pages later. Before then, we've got a little slightly tricky crossing to do at Washington. You can see I've marked on there that there's a water point, which is handy for us for stocking up for the rest of the day.
Certain death.
Great, yeah, and then heading towards Chanctonbury Ring, which is meant to be a really interesting Iron Age fort and Roman kind of archaeological features around there as well. Again, quite a lot of sort of cross dykes around here too, and some great viewpoints to the northeast in this case.
Science, and I've been a scientist myself for many years. Yeah, I wanted to talk a bit about chalk. Walking on chalk downland at the moment, and what most people don't know is that actually all of this used to be seabed. So all of this landscape would have been underwater, and chalk is actually millions of years of build-up of the shells of very, very small organisms. So they literally gathered the calcium carbonate out of the water, and then as they died they sunk to the bottom, and over the hundreds of millions of years it's been compacted into these chalk beds that you can see here, and as well as, well, you get other rocks as well. And you know, over time what's happened is that with the tectonic activity, particularly actually Africa moving into the European continent, this part of the UK has been sort of pushed up like that. So what happens is that the chalk, what was the seabed, has risen up and now forms part of our coastline. So where it's cut through, either like at the cliffs that we'll see in Eastbourne and further along, you actually can see what was the seabed, and literally millions of years of fossilised activity right here that we're walking on today. Amazing. I find it really interesting to think in those timescales. Yeah.
Chanttonbury Ring is a very interesting part of the walk. There's a lot of trees here that were planted in the 1760s, and then some blew down in the 1980s, and they discovered some Roman and Iron Age archaeological features. So it was an Iron Age fort. It's a very cool area to come in and explore. It's quite windy. There's lots of very interesting trees growing on ruins. Yes, it's well worth coming up and having an explore and looking at the amazing views around as well. We can also see out to the sea. We think there's an old lighthouse in the distance there as well.
Yeah, and then heading down here, possibly maybe have some lunch around here somewhere near Staining Bowl. Looks like there won't be a huge amount of shade or cover today, so yeah, the weather being warm, it might be quite a hot exposed day. Yeah, and then heading east from the river, heading up here. Looks like there's a good few places to park. Expect there might be a few people about in the evening. Past a radio station. Looks like this is sort of quite high up and exposed again. We're heading up towards Devil's Dyke. So yeah, might be around here actually that we camp this evening, quite near Fulking.
Tuck in here. Well, hello. Hello. How are you doing?
Tired.
Tired. So coming to the end of day 2 now. We've done quite a bit of mileage today, which has been quite good, about 10 miles. So we're about a mile or so outside of Pyecombe, I think, and we've stopped for a tea, and we're going to have an early dinner as well. So this is National Trust land at the moment. So we're going to have this, and then we're going to walk on. It's quite undulating and quite pretty. So once we've had something to eat, we'll walk on, and then probably look for somewhere to kind of stay for the night, somewhere to camp. Try and find somewhere flat enough to camp. Yeah. Any reflections on today?
I guess make more use of the tumulus that are around. They're quite good for particularly. I guess it's been quite windy today. So it's been good to find a little bit of shelter and from the wind. So and the tumulus have been able to give that.
Yeah, I mean the landscape here. You're very high up on the ridgeway, like really are high up, and there's a fair few climbs, but they're not too bad. But the main thing is it's very exposed. We're in the sun all day and also in the wind as well. And there's been a fair bit of wind coming from the northeast today, strangely. But so you're quite exposed. So yeah, finding somewhere even to stop and get your camp stove out to have a cup of tea, not so easy. No, not so easy. But we have found we're in. There's an Iron Age hill fort and a motte and bailey and some tumuli. I think that's what they're called, tumuli. And we've just nestled that down into the nook of some of them, so we could have a little bit of dinner, a little bit of camp stove action, camp stoving. Anyway, I'm tired now. I better leave it there before I say anything else. Okay. Either catch you later on or catch you in the morning.